a special guest with us today. We are going to interview Linda Fulkerson. She is a publisher and an author herself. She has a suspense mystery. And she has a story in the new Candy Cane Wishes and Saltwater Dreams novella collection.
Which we didn't bring with us.
Just use your imagination.
You've seen it. You've seen it before. You've seen it probably, a few times at this point. And so just picture it, Close your eyes and imagine seashells, sand, and Santa Claus. There you go.
What more do you need?
Yeah, like snow for me, but whatever. So we would like to welcome Linda being here with us today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today.
And we are going to ask questions. We'll go down the row and then go down the row again.
So 2 questions each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want me to start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you had 1 month and unlimited funds, where would you go to write?
This is one of my favorite questions to listen to.
1 month of unlimited funds. I would probably take our camper and take my husband, because I don't drive the truck with the camper hooked to it. And we would just go around the country and just find nice places to park, because we like to do RV travel. That way I can take my husband and my dogs with me.
What is your favorite place that you've ever taken your RV?
Well, Colorado probably would be, but there's a place that we like to go that we haven't yet taken our RV, which we hope to sometime. That would be the Black Hills in South Dakota, which is like probably my favorite place to go. But I'm from Arkansas, and we have a lot of beautiful campgrounds in Arkansas. And so a lot of times we'll just do quick trips, just
And
2 or 3 minutes.
Like I know, but I've never been to Arkansas.
Arkansas
Yes, they
is
are
beautiful.
beautiful.
Arkansas is
You have never been to Arkansas,
I've never
We
been to
need
a
to
lot of
take her.
places.
but
We
it's
need to take
okay.
her to
It's a
Arkansas.
beautiful. Have you been to Arkansas?
I've been driving.
I've been through
Yeah.
No.
But I've never
Okay, so
vacationed
now
in
I've never
Arkansas.
even done that.
next
but-
road trip, which you don't
Yeah.
do, but
Yeah,
anyway.
no, which I don't do.
Anyway,
We'll just have a retreat at your house.
we could do. Hey, you could do that. Come on,
Let's do it.
All
Let's do it.
Okay, you want me to go next?
Erin.
Okay. So what is something that you need to be able to sit down and write? Like, is there like a physical thing you need, or what do you need?
Well, I mean, other than my
Other
laptop.
than your laptop, that's it.
Usually food of some sort, obviously. And Dr. Pepper or Diet Dr. Pepper. I kind of switch it off. I don't do full sugar all the time, but usually some sort of caffeinated beverage. And
Caffeine's good. Keep you awake.
and I.
Because I fall asleep.
Okay, sunflower seeds. I usually munch sunflower seeds with the shells, and it's kind of a weird thing, but yeah.
No.
Especially when I'm editing. Seems like sunflowers go well with editing.
Huh.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was a correlation.
Yeah, my husband likes it when we're traveling because it keeps him awake, he says. Like if we're on long trips, the sunflower seeds. Yeah, because you have to focus, I guess, to crack, you have to eat them. And,
Yeah, it's
you have to
complicated
spit them
to eat
out
sunflower
and,
seeds.
All that
It's a
kind of
process.
stuff. Yeah, it's a process. So I totally get that.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Keeps your brain focused.
You might like traveling, Heather, if you take sunflower seeds.
I do not like traveling.
She just hasn't done it enough.
Right.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah,
We need to work on
that.
that.
That should have been in your goal video.
Are you? Dude, I have to make some money before I can go on a trip.
Arkansas's not that far. And if you
So
come,
I need y'all to go buy my books so that I can go on a trip. This is the GoFundMe for.
because we need Heather to come to Arkansas.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful state. If you haven't been, it's perfect.
Okay, my question about Penny for Your Thoughts, because that is your novella that is in Candy Cane Wishes and Saltwater Dreams, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
If your book was made into a movie, who would play the lead characters? So Penny and I don't know the
His name is Jared Ellison. So he is kind of a tall, dark, and handsome type of guy. I don't watch a lot of TV or watch a lot of movies. I read more, but I'm trying to think. It was somebody, he's got a little bit darker hair, but I think Matthew McConaughey would be a good pick for him because
He could dye his hair.
Yeah,
So is he kind of a laid back guy?
Oh, he's very laid back, and he
yeah.
is, and I think that he would actually
Because
be.
he's from Hawaii, right?
Matthew
I thought he was
McConaughey?
from
No, I
Texas.
meant your character,
Oh,
Jared.
okay.
I don't know.
I know where
He-
Matthew McConaughey
He
is
lived
from.
in Hawaii when he was younger, but I think they all
Okay.
originated in Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
And then the girl, I'm trying to think. I've kind of got an image of her in my mind, but I'm trying to think. She's got short, dark hair, but if you could, I know this is kind of back in the day, but if you could put short, dark hair on Meg Ryan, that would probably.
That's really funny because
Is there an
Meg
actress?
Ryan was my inspiration for the character in my novella.
Right, and
So we
she's
both
just
have
So
Meg
this is
Ryan.
a bunch of Meg Ryan.
Yes.
books.
If you guys like Meg Ryan,
You'll
anyway,
love it.
I think that she would be fun and cute, and back in her Top Gun days, which was been a minute, but anyway.
Meg Ryan was in Top Gun.
I didn't know that
I
either.
don't think so. I don't know. I've never seen
Take me to bed or take me home forever or something. What was it? She was married to Goose.
She was.
She was
wasn't
married to
She
Goose.
was Goose's wife.
She was Goose's wife.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
Got it.
spoilers,
There you go.
but it was
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
spoilers to Top Gun, which has been out for like
since the 80s. It was in the 80s. That was pretty much one of her
It's been a
breakthrough.
long time
That
since
was
I've
her
watched it,
breakthrough.
but that is who
She,
that
I think,
was.
she was an unknown in that movie.
Which is
And,
why none of us remember she was in it.
Well,
except
I'm a
for
lot
that.
older than y'all, so I was really. Top Gun was in my prime. Y'all were little kids probably when it came out. But,
Not so much me, but yeah.
Medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
Okay.
It was a big thing.
All right. Next question. Is there an author, dead or alive, that you would like to meet? And if yes, what would you ask them?
Well, there's probably a multitude that I would
Yes.
like to. I mean, I've been to that in Massachusetts. There's that author row in the name slips my mind. Sleepy Hollow Cemetery or something up in there, and there's all the dead authors are there. So I've seen their resting places. But if I were to get to choose one to meet, of course, it would be Mark Twain, and he's kind of arrogant, so I would be probably too intimidated to ask him anything, but I would like to just sit and listen to him.
Yes.
And whatever he has to say, I would soak it up. But he's one of my favorite authors, just the way, his descriptiveness of characters, I think, is what I like. Because Aunt Polly, when he talks about her glasses, that she perched them on her nose and had to look over them because she could never see through them, but they were her state pair. In other words, you just learn a little bit about the pridefulness and about Aunt Polly just by his description of her. And I think that that's one of the things I like the best about him is his just a few snippets of sentences that give you a real insight, not to just her appearance, but her character.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm being too scared to ask him anything because he kind of seems like he might be a jerk. Sorry, Mark. Don't haunt me.
Or Samuel.
Sam, yeah,
Sam.
Sammy.
We could call him Sam.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Yeah. Sure he'd love
Okay.
it.
Pardon?
Sure he'd love it.
Okay. So, what has surprised you the most about being a writer?
Okay, so I actually made a meme out of this and I Googled it to see if it was original because one day this just spouted out of my mouth at a podcast. And I said, there's more to writing a book than writing a book. And it actually is an original quote from Linda Fulkerson. So,
So
but
if
there
you use
is
it, attribute it.
Yes,
Make
there's
sure
more
you
to
give her
writing a
credit.
book than writing a book. And that is because the marketing that is encompassed with all the things that you have to do, just the research, the fact checking, the editing. And I'm not saying this to overwhelm would-be writers or new authors. it's a process, just like the sunflower seed eating, but there's a reward at the end, just like that little kernel of meat in the sunflower. So you just do the process, go through the parts, and then you get a book at the end. But there is more to writing a book than writing a book.
Okay, that's a good answer.
And my question, because we did mention earlier, you are not just a writer, you are also a publisher.
Yes.
Are you gonna ask her which one is her favorite author?
Which one is the author? That's a good question.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
Oh,
It's a 40-way tie.
good answer, good answer.
Sorry, I just had to.
I know, I was like, wow, my question totally changed. That's awesome.
Sometimes we throw in
And
surprise
that's a surprise question. Well, that was a good answer.
Bonus.
That's it. I just want to say this. I have the best team of authors. Sometimes they call it a pool of authors or a stable of authors, whatever. Y'all are.
Stable workhorses.
We're
We're
horses.
goats.
We're
We're goats.
horses.
I have actually raised goats. I am a former member of a former breeder for the National Pygmy Goat Association. Just fun fact. No more. But anyway, and Miss K from Duck Dynasty says a woman. What does she say? A woman ain't a lady unless she has a couple of goats.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Fun facts.
But I don't own goat. We're living the goat-free life right now.
And because we have taken this turn in the interview, I'm going to pose a question that I didn't even know I was going to pose, and it's not going to have anything to do with being a publisher.
And that's fine.
So, based on a previous video,
She didn't see that one yet.
I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
We got into a discussion of fandoms not long ago, and we were also discussing along the way you've heard greatest of all time,
The goat.
The goat. Yes.
and we were deciding, okay, I don't really want to be a goat. We could be the best of all time. Well, then you're
I
a
don't
boat.
want to be a goat. Nope.
I know, that's what I started singing. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a song.
BBS.
The BBS song.
Go ahead.
I didn't go to that BBS.
I want to be a sheep. Bah. Go ahead. That's extra. No charge.
No charge, it's free.
So, would you rather be the goat or the boat?
The best of all time would be boat.
Yeah.
And so
And
we
we
were
were
trying to
discussing the
decide
merits.
which would be
Which would
better.
be better.
It took
To
me a
be
long
a
time. I don't think I
boat
ever
or
actually
a
decided.
goat.
So, greatest and best are synonyms.
Yes,
In
we
the
know.
literary
Yes,
word.
Yes.
So,
We went more literal. Would you rather be called a goat or a boat? I know. I struggled too.
I like both because I love little goats are so cute. But then boats are fun. We used to have, we don't own a boat right now, but we used to own goats and boats, but now we own none. But I like Pardon?
You could write a children's
a
book.
like
Dr.
a Dr.
Seuss
Seuss
book.
book.
You could write a children's book about another goat or a boat.
But I would like to have a moat.
It'll probably be our #1 bestseller.
Don't steal that idea because
It's
we
ours
might
and
collaborate.
it's
Yeah. We this is going to be a date timestamp on this video. So anyway, can I pass?
That's sort of what we said too.
Yeah, because we went back and forth, and it was like, well, goats eat a lot. Well, I can eat a lot.
I eat a lot, yeah.
Boats are really huge. Well,
I'm
I
huge.
can be that
I'm huge because I eat a lot. Okay.
too. So I don't think we ever
We don't think we
really
ever decided.
I just think that best and greatest are synonyms and that it doesn't really matter. It's a coin toss.
You just want to be the best or the greatest.
Of what? I mean,
Anything.
Life.
I don't really,
know.
I think if we're going to get deep, I don't have to be the best or the greatest. I just want to be better than I have been.
Awesome.
That's
That's a good
It's a
Awesome.
great
That is a
answer.
very
That's a
good
great
answer.
and I try to do that. And then anyway, but and if I don't succeed today, I can try again tomorrow.
The rare times we get deep.
Yes.
Yes.
We do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it gets real quiet because nobody really knows what to do with tea.
Thank you so much
Yes,
for
thank
coming
you.
and
Oh,
doing
we're
an
done?
interview.
Oh,
Yeah, we do
Yes.
2 questions each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've had so much fun with this interview. This
thanks.
was great.
Yes, it was.
So you guys be sure to check out Linda's books and all the books that her publishing company puts out too.
Scriveningspress.com.
Yes.
I know I picked a title of a company that nobody can say or spell.
But it's
and
so
then
great.
everybody
It's
says,
great.
"What is scrivening?
It's writing.
And I said,
It's writing.
it's an old English word that means writings.
Mhm.
And I love the word, and I've always liked that word.
Yeah.
Well, I love our logo. That's
Yeah,
really
It's
cool.
just an
It is.
antique typewriter. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have a variety of genres. I'm going to commercial time.
Yes.
Anyway,
That's how
we
we
have-
these things.
okay, we have contemporary romance. We have speculative, and I want to say something else real quick. Amy does a lot of unpaid help. Sorry, but she has been a real asset to the company. Heather is actually one of our virtual assistants. She's on the staff officially, and Erin is one of our editors. She does acquisitions for the speculative line, and she also edits some historical, some mystery, and some specs. So we have several content editors, and she's one of them, and we have several line editors. But I just want to say that y'all are actually an integral part of Scrivenings Press, because all of you are our authors, and all of you have multiple books with the company, and books
more
coming
coming.
up, more coming. So these three ladies, they're not just the once upon a page people, but they are part of the Scrivenings Press family, and I'm really excited and proud to have y'all up
And
on.
we love
Can
you
I-
in the family,
Yes,
for
we
sure.
do. And it is like a family.
It
It
is.
really
I
is.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Real quick, you were talking about the speculative line.
Yes.
So when they pick up a Scrivenings book, like a contemporary, sorry,
No, you're
I'm
fine.
getting too close to Amy. Oh my goodness. When they pick up like a historical fiction or a romantic suspense or contemporary romance, women's fiction, whatever, they turn it over, they're going to see Scrivenings Press.
Right, the
What
logo.
is it they will see on the
Okay.
back of your
Yeah.
speculative
Ooh, that's a good
line?
That is a good
Because we
question.
want them to know that when they're
And-
coming, that's what
Right.
they're
We
getting.
have, in the publishing world, there are things called imprints. And so you might have this big umbrella with a big company over all, and then there's different imprints. Well, at this time, Scrivenings Press has the main line, which is the Scrivenings Press General Fiction, encompasses all those genres that Heather just mentioned. And then we have our speculative line, has its own imprint, and it is called Expanse Books. And so it's got like a little
world, like
universe
Yeah.
type logo.
Mhm.
And it's just like, because sometimes speculative fiction is kind of otherworldly but expanding. But then there's also a verse, and if I'd have known we were going to talk about this, I would have had that verse in, because Expanse Books has a theme verse, and it talks about the expanse, and it's like the heavens, beyond and all that, and I don't have that in front of me. But anyway, so we talk about that, because it is primarily Christian fiction. We also publish clean fiction, which is maybe doesn't have a spiritual theme or a Christian theme, but it is still something any age group could pick up and read.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you see Expanse, know you're getting something from
From
the
Scrivenings,
Scrivenings
Family.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I just wanted to make that clear
Yeah,
because
that's
I
a
didn't
great
want them
point.
going looking
Yeah.
for Scrivenings and be
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yes.
this can't be the one we thought it was because it says Expanse instead of
Yeah.
Scrivenings.
And in the copyright page, it says, now the logo is all going to be Expanse on the outside of the book, but on the copyright page, it will say an imprint of Scrivenings Press.
Mhm.
So,
Very cool. Well, like we said, go find Linda's books and be sure to like our video, share our video, and subscribe to our channel. And we will see you next time.
all right, thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.